Aw, Izzy White, the MEPS Kung Fu champion himself, wants to beat me up. It's kind of telling, Izzy, that when your feelings get hurt, your first instinct is to resort to violence. It's a lot of trauma that you haven't dealt with. And I'm not sure how that goes, but when you tell people what you're going to do on the internet, I think that becomes premeditated, and it's a lot more trouble for you. But don't worry, I don't call cops. This is Maine. We got pre-dug holes and alibis. Tacos. You can't hurt me, Izzy. Not physically, not emotionally, not mentally. See, Izzy, when I was a little kid, 9 years old, the neighborhood bully beat me to a pulp, dragged me into a shed and tried to SA me. When he pushed me to the ground and tried to take off my pants in the shed, just under the workbench, was like this third of a brick. And I grabbed it and I just, fearing for my life, and I darted out of that shed and I ran home as fast as my little legs would take me. And as soon as I got in the house, I slammed the door, I leaned up against it, I sort of squished down, I pulled my knees to my chest and I just sobbed because I didn't really understand what had just happened to me. Do you know what happened next? My mother called me into the kitchen. She saw that I was bloody and beat up and wanted to know what happened. When I told her exactly what happened, she didn't believe me. She took the ladle out of the hot soup and proceeded to beat me with it until the little cup fell off. And when that wasn't enough, I had to go get the belt because I had just broken her favorite utensil. I have burn marks and scars in my body from the abuse I took from my stepdads, all insecure men just like you. See, I was born of violence. I have dealt with so much in my life that a peon like you means nothing. Your idle threats mean nothing. You don't have to travel all over the country to find me. You know where I live. You know exactly where I am. See, I dealt with all my trauma. You still have mommy issues, which is evident by the way that you talk to women, the way you degrade women, the way you sucker punch the homeless. See, I've been with you, Izzy, when you give out your food. Your little Chef Boyardee, your little fruit snacks, your little tiny bottle of water, maybe a little juice pack, give them granola, and then you send them on their way. What do you spend, $3.50? $4 max? Taking all this money from your 2 million followers who are fleeced to think that you're actually a good guy, when in fact we know you're not. We know that you take a portion of those donations and you live off of it. Live way better than the homeless people you're supposed to be taking care of. I'm not afraid of the guy that looks like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. That trend been helping you a lot, bub. I can see it in your jawline and your bitch tits. So I'm no kung fu master. But again, I grew up in that inner city, always scrapping, trying to survive, trying to stay alive. We were so poor that we shit in buckets because we didn't have water. Do you know what hot or cold dog food tastes like? Because I do. We didn't always have food in our house, which is why it upsets me what you do to these homeless people. Bah, it's a beautiful day. I digress. I've done very well for myself. I've dealt with the trauma of my life, which is why I do good things for people and the people around me. That's why it incites anger in me when I see the way that you exploit the people that are most vulnerable around you. You're a predator, not a savior. So the next time you see me, what you're going to do is you're going to tuck tail and walk the other way like a good girl. Because if you don't, you better kill me, because after that scrap, you're still going to get hurt. But I'm smart enough to use the paper, because I know that paper beats rock every single day. And I will take your business, your house, and that little fucking dog, too. See, Wizzy? I'm not a woman that you're going to degrade, abuse, or scare. I'm not a homeless person that you can exploit at their most vulnerable. I'm a man that's dealt with lots of trauma in his life. And I've dealt with insecure men just like you my entire life. And you're not scary. So when you're ready, you know where I am. It's not hard to find me. See you soon. Toodles.